Hello everyone, and today I'm going to show you how to make Phase 2 waxer and voile. So these are pretty simple to make. All you need is two 2/12 figures from the Utapau Battle Pack or the old Clone Wars 2/12 figures. Then what you're going to want to need is some markers such as these ones, a turquoise one, a brown one, and a red one, and a piece of paper. You will also need some tape as well. For the tape, the best kind of tape is this sort of tape here that is not packing tape, because the packing tape, like this sort of packing tape, the heavy duty packing tape, is a lot thicker and it doesn't work as well and conform to the shape of the helmet, as well as this sort of like wrapping paper Christmas tape would. So step number 1 of building voile is what you're going to want to do is get your paper and just draw out a nice like square that's bigger than the triangle you're going to want to build for his head, because all you need to do for voile is get him a tiny triangle in the center of his head, and then you've got voile. So we've drawn out a whole big thing there. Wait, you should probably draw it at the edge of your paper so you don't waste paper. So there, at the edge of my paper. Then I just chop that out. It's right here. And then I'm going to want to cut out a tiny little triangle to go onto voile. So I've got my helmet here that I'm going to want to make this on. See, helmet, and then this. So I'm going to cut out a tiny little triangle right there, as you can see. Triangle. Then you're going to want to get a tiny bit of tape. So set down the triangle. Get a bit of tape. See. And there is the bit of tape. And then you're just going to get your scissors. Here, just stick it down. I got the little triangle on the tape. Cut that off. This tape should be a bit smaller. As you can see here, it's a bit big. So I'm just going to trim around the edges and get it as small as I can, with still having some tape around it so it can connect to the helmet. So it ends up becoming kind of like a sticker. And then once I've got that, I'm going to want to stick it right in the center of this helmet, right in the center of there. So you're going to want to be pretty careful and just do that. So yeah, that is how you make voile with his nice triangle in his helmet. This triangle could have been a bit smaller, but I was doing it pretty quick, so you should be able to take your time and do it smaller, like how this guy's has it. Next, we're going to want to make waxer. Waxer is a bit more complicated, as you can see here, as he has this whole little Twi'lek thing up there. And so how you're going to want to make that is draw it out first on paper, and you're going to want to draw it pretty small. So I've got my turquoise here, and I'm going to draw a line, then a line across from it, and then like a circle. But that was too big, so there, there, and there. See, as you can see right here, it's that one, it's really small, because you only have a really small amount to put up here. And then in the middle there, on that little circle thing there, as you can see there, what you're going to want to put is above it, just brown, a bit of brown, tiny little bit right there, and then a dot for her mouth, and 2 dots for her eyes, which is based on the Twi'lek they meet in the Clone Wars, actually, which is pretty cool. And then you probably just want to draw around her face. There you go. And so now you've got your little Twi'lek drawing right there, as you can see. It's pretty small. Then you're going to want to cut that out. And I suggest you also do this at the edge of the paper, but I didn't, so that's no good. But I don't have enough time to redo it. So here, once you've got that, you've got your little Twi'lek drawing there, and you're going to carefully, really slowly, carefully want to cut it out and go around it, because you don't want to mess this up. Just chop, chop, chop around the little Twi'lek's head, and you're going to want to chop between her head tentacle things right there, and be extra careful there. So you could probably actually leave the little tentacle things in, because it is supposed to be white between there. See, we've left the little white between the tentacles because it is easier. So we've got that little thing. I'm going to set it down. Oops. And then got to get my tape and my helmet. Where is it? Here's my helmet. So for the helmet right here, I'm going to get a tiny bit of tape like last time and rip that off. See my little bit of tape here. Then get the Twi'lek piece of paper on there. Then snip it so it's a bit smaller and it'll be easier to fit it on. Okay, both sides snipped. And then I'm going to want to stick it on top of my helmet to the left side and just carefully smush it down so it's in the right spot right here, and you've got Waxer. So for both of these, you should take your time and be extra careful when you're doing them, because you want to get them right. But these are both pretty easy ways to make a Waxer and Boil, and they are good because you don't actually have to draw on your figure and like mess him up or anything like that. But all you have to do is just put these tiny bits of paper and tape on, and the tape doesn't affect your figure in any way, and it just makes a nice custom Waxer and Boil. So thank you for watching this video, and if you want to see more custom figures or stuff like this, please check out our channel, Sanders3 Lego, and please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We also have 501st custom figures. If you want to check that out, that'll be in the cards and the description below. So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye!